Hello everyone, Aknoff here, and welcome back to Xenogears. Last time when we left off, we were not as concerned as I am about the fact that I'm talking to Mike from the side. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, we had just gotten to the Imperial Palace of Shevat or something like that, and we were going to take a look around. I mean, we're here to meet Queen Zephyr, but I just want to take a look around. So we're going to go this way around. Right through there probably leads to Zephyr. Actually it does, I know that. Long ago I've heard that a lone choo-choo was taken from this town by Wise Man. I haven't heard what happened after that. I hope that choo-choo is doing well. What if he means our choo-choo? He does. What do you got to say? This is a library where many books are gathered. This place is packed with ancient books that you cannot find on the surface. If you're a book fanatic, you drool over books like our first run prints, limited books, autographs books, banned books, and mountains of hard to find books. And more mountains and mountains of books. That's too much. Let's take a look in the library. It's really, in comparison to a real library, it's tiny. I mean, look at this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's not enough. In a high school library, I've seen more books. What do you got to say? You're probably already aware of this, yes. But this Shevat is protected by the gates. Yeah. Even Solaris can't break this barrier. Because of that, we were able to avoid being invaded to this day. But even with that, we don't have the power to attack Solaris either. It's a stalemate, basically. We've been glaring at each other. Well, that's not very helpful. I don't think there's anything of particular interest in here. And we talked to everyone last episode, and that just wasted a whole bunch of time. We could have gotten here very quickly otherwise. The powerless are maimed and, Fraisley's. Yeah, that happens. Yep. A long time, apparently. Is there something interesting here? So amulet relics were created by God's wisdom? I wonder if that is truly the case. All in all, the unit was meant to merge with something inorganic. That'd be the proper assumption. It is foolish of humans to try to depend on such things. I may have said too much, forget what I said. Yeah, that's a bit of a weird thing. You can find out more about anima relics in there if you want to. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. What's in here? I can't remember what all these rooms are. Oh, this is a lab. The scientists of Solaris had bitter experience in the revolt by lambs 500 years ago, so they decided to do some work on the lambs. They inserted various limiters so that they would never be able to revolt. For the past 500 years, Solaris controlled the lambs' consciousness, behavior, and all. Naturally, lambs don't know anything about it. That makes it even more unforgivable, although it's highly efficient. Okay, limiters. Can we get rid of those? A man named Krillian was a mastermind behind the planting of limiters in the lambs. Okay, him. He was originally a lamb. He learned molecular engineering from the sage Melchior personally, but he misused it for such a terrible act. An unbelievable monster. Maybe the sage can help us? The whereabouts of the three sages, Melchior, Balthazar, and Gaspar, have not been known since the Great War. Okay. There's never a rumor that they lost their faith in humans because of the tragedy in Nissan. Solaris activities have increased once again. I wonder where they are and what they're up to. The limiter restrains the lamb's abilities, but there may be a way to remove it. Toro Malquire he used to be one of the three sages of Shevat. He must know a way to remove the limiter. And you? This land is the testing ground for Solaris. The objectives are genetic engineering, crossbreeding, and mind control. Okay. They want to collect data from newly created organisms and general combat data. My. Lands are merely livestock to be raised for Solaris purposes. The ethos was established mainly to control the lambs. Huh. I see, that's how it was. They're not doing this for fun either. It's all an important simulation. Creating appropriate organisms that can align themselves with the anima relics is just one of their important objectives. In any case, the labs will continue to be Solaris' guinea pigs unless someone stops them. I guess that's where we come in. Well, that was interesting. Sorta. But if we come down this way, what's this? What's over here? Further down is the prison. Oh yeah, it hasn't been used for several hundred years though. It isn't anything worth seeing. Well, I guess you could say we had similar barbaric phase like the land dwellers. So deep down, you're just a barbarian, huh? You're no different from the rest of us. These are some interesting containment facilities. I'm just looking for treasure. I don't think there's actually any treasure down here. There is a room here where I can't remember what this is for. If we need it, we'll come back to it. Although I think a lot of areas you just don't go back to, really. And this is a big cage. We could spend time learning more about Shevat, but I just want to get to the story progress. And like, there's not really all that much. They're essentially just a bunch of worn-out wardens, effectively, that have been trying to keep Solaris in check as best they can, but there's not much they can do but defend themselves. They don't really have any power anymore. If we go through here, what do we find? Alright, there is a... I swear there's something in here. I mean, this is the kitchen, I believe. No, this isn't the kitchen. So there's nothing here? I swore there was something in here. Oh well. Nothing too important then. There is definitely one thing that's important. And we'll go to it soon enough. Do you recognize this character? It's Yui! Yui, who we haven't seen since the start of the game. Oh, welcome. You look good, Faye. The meal will be ready soon. Please join us and eat to your heart's content. Yui? Why are you here? Oh, didn't I tell you before? I was born here. After you left the village, I decided to return to Shevat along with the survivors of the village. Because the soldiers from Aver and Kislev were shooting up around there. Ah, I see. I'm sorry for putting so much trouble on you. What are you saying? It's not your fault. There's nothing to worry about. The people from the village understood after they came here and heard the story. They couldn't blame only you for the incident because Solaris was behind it. Yes, but... Oh, he's a little... Have you met the Queen? Not yet. If you haven't, go say hello to her as soon as possible. Right. Okay, then I'll see you later. And who is this but... Midori, who still doesn't talk to us. Choo-choo, my friend. Oh, she's gonna say that again? What if I try to talk to the choo-choo? Midori really talks a lot. It's amazing how much stuff you have to talk about. We can have a conversation without talking. Have you forgotten already? Right, psychic conversations. That's one of the really cool details about this area. Or at least I think it is anyway. I think there's just like some people talking, shooting the breeze. Like I could go talk to everyone, but I kind of don't feel like it right now. Especially if I try to do a bunch of different voices, because you know I'm really bad at that, and I only do like one voice to like slightly different degrees. I could try to do a girly voice. This is a girly voice. No, that's terrible. I instantly, and I'm like, nope, that's off. That's off. The moment I start, I'm like, no, that sounds wrong. Because I actually have very, very bad sense of tone. But anyway, let's go through here. And look who it is, a familiar face. But we're going to ignore him because I don't think there's anything up there for us right now. We're going to ignore that familiar face and go in here. I don't think there's anything for us in here other than... Can we... Does this... No, it doesn't. Huh. I saw something happened. Maybe I can pick up a book or two. Nope. Okay. You know, I really enjoy those games where it's like... You can interact with basically anything. Let's talk to Wise Man. You're finally here. Where have you been? Why are you here? I've told you before. I learned martial arts with your father in Shevat. The Queen is waiting. Go ahead. Alright, Maria? Please come in. Okay. Guess we're gonna meet the Queen, who... isn't there. She looks rather queenly. Zephyr, you've got a thing in your head. Are you sure you're okay? Thank you for coming such a long way. I am Queen of Shevat, Zephyr. That's slightly better. Your Majesty, you're the... I may appear to be like this, but I am actually 522 years old. That's old. 522? Is that really possible? Yes. I and a select few of the vassals have undergone some special life-extending treatments. Yeah, life-extending. They do a lot more of that and... Actually, they do a shit ton of life-extending in Xenogears and Xenosaga as opposed to Xenoblade. Well, there's some things that are far older in Xenoblade, but my point still stands. We are required to continue living until the final day approaches because of one man. To continue living, this is our atonement for the tragedy 500 years ago. Let us discontinue this discussion of the past. I've heard many things about all of you from Wise Man. Wise Man's been conducting his operations on the surface under my orders. To keep an eye on that man's activities. I don't know how this voice is going to sound in recording, but I'm giving it a try. Also, his orders were to bring anyone from the surface who would be of help to us to Shevat. 500 years ago, we fought against Solaris for freedom of the land dwellers. Even after that, we continued to resist Solaris, although we were short of any real power. Land dwellers, can you find it in your heart to help us? You must free mankind from the grasp of Solaris. You must gain true freedom and build a peaceful world to live in. Alright, your story sounds quite noble. But what is there to stop Shevat from taking up a dictatorship after Solaris falls? Those taking down the seat of power usually become infatuated with their own power and make its people suffer. However, I tell no lie. When I say we are doing this purely for the future of the land dwellers, you still cannot believe us, then defeat Solaris, gain back the independence of the land dwellers, and then see if we still embrace the heavens together. I see now. So you want to take down our common enemy first. It should do you some good if you rest in the palace and think about it. You must think about what you ought to do. Remember, Solaris has been quite active lately, so you don't have much time for leisure. As for you, Ellie, your family and friends, you must understand that they will have to be your enemies. Without this clear understanding, you may be placing your companions in a situation where it may cost their lives. Yes, I understand. Very well then. Now go and get some rest. Okay, so we're being ordered to get some rest, so let's go get some rest. If we go back to that room that we saved in, this one right here, we can rest. Yeah, we're gonna rest. And there's music for us resting. So that's nice. Resting music is nice. So, what are we gonna do? I believe we're just gonna go back to Zephyr. Now that we have rested. Gonna have a chat with her. Again. But we might have just been able to go in and come out again. But I suppose we're gonna have to have a chat. And we'll see how that goes. Have you decided? My heart is set. Alright. Huh? What was that shaking all about? Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Was that enemy? Your Majesty, something dreadful has. What's the meaning of this? Yes, this is... We have an intruder in the dock area. The gate generator has been destroyed. Well, that's not good. What? What's the damage report? Yes, subsystems are destroyed. Gate generation has dropped 70% from normal. We're devoting everything to the fire, fighting, and repairs. It will still take some time. What of the intruder? Yes, we believe it's just a lone Gebler soldier. It seems the individual has escaped to the number 17 hangar. Number 17 hangar bay? Sebzen! Maria, wait. It's too dangerous to go by yourself. But we can't let the spy be... Your Majesty, we have our hands full just trying to fight the fire on the shell generator. If someone doesn't do something, it's possible we'll have more losses. I'll be fine. I can go it alone. Maria, what can you do when you don't even have Sebzen? But... then we shall go down with Maria. This is Gebler, right? I'm still ticked off at them. I'll take him on. Is it fine with you, Faye? Please, take care of Maria. And be careful out there. Then let's get going, Maria. Then let's all go together. This may be asking for too much, but would it be possible to have one of you stay behind with the Queen? We do not have combat experience, and if something ever happened to the Queen... Alright, I got it. Then one of us should stay behind. Who will you leave here? We can leave Rico or Ellie. I'm personally going to leave Ellie because Ellie's strength isn't that helpful here. Ellie's particular strengths aren't that helpful in this situation. Just because of the enemies we'll be facing, she's not a particularly great choice for this. And we get Maria in the party. So, let's take a quick look at Maria. So she's got a battle dress, a silver beret, and a bodyguard blocks physical effects. So that's quite handy. I'm probably gonna remove it. I feel like am I missing something that I... We can also see her gear, which has a massive 18,000 HP, has incredibly heavy armor, and frame repair 30%. However, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find some light... do I... What can I do to increase its agility? There's a light armor too. Can I increase its agility at all? Nothing to increase its agility. Right. Yeah, nothing I can really do there. Here's the thing though, if I go to status and skills, it doesn't let me to go to Maria's skills. This is because she cannot learn death blows. You know, you're thinking, wait, then what? How does she? The reason how she works on ground is, well, you'll get to see when we use these two abilities. But for the time being, I hope I don't have Ellie. No, I don't. I was worried I had Ellie equipped with some stuff that I didn't want her to be equipped with. Including something that halves the amount of ether you spend, but we may get that as we go. But here's a guy. Oh my, this has gotten serious. It seems you can't get it in because of the emergency security. But you are all lucky. A legendary vendor like me happened to be here through coincidence. Really? I've got a line of quality goods, sir. So if you got anything you need to, don't hesitate to ask. Okay. So this guy lets you do all this stuff. I've done gear stuff, so I'm going to go to weapons and armor by... I have the dynamite rod already. That's something that I did learn. I did learn that, what's it called? What did I learn? I learned that, Ellie's... The whole thing that happened with Ellie was a glitch. I don't know what caused it. So I don't have what I'm thinking of yet. I know I have it in my other file, so at the very least I'll be able to use it in my other file. But anyway. We're actually gonna... no, we don't need to grab any items, but... there was something that I wanted to do. Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I wanted to do with equipment. We'll get what I'm after soon enough. First we're going to go down, and then we're going to start heading towards where the Zen is held. So we're going to head to here. And go down here. And everything seems to be proceeding smoothly. Until we get to this. It's no use, the defense shutter is closed. Isn't there another way to go down to the hangar? We may be able to go down if we use the emergency shaft, but it's not normally used. So, guess we're going to have to go down there. I don't care, we can't waste time here anyway. That's right, they won't wait for us. I see, the entrance to the shaft is just above here. through that panel. Okay, so we're going to go through there. This is it. We can go down by entering the shaft from here. Fine. Then let's go. Okay, so we're going to begin our descent. Welcome to... well, first we want to go left. I recall that because there's a chest here. Shevat map. That's going to help later. This map is for the lower layer levels in the emergency shaft. You can use it once we get down to the floor several levels below here. So that's great and all. But the reason I didn't want to bring Ellie is specifically because her ether attacks are next to worthless here. So you're going to wonder, what exactly does Maria bring to the table? And we're probably going to go over that. I don't know what abilities I have after Coho at the moment. I don't think I have anything. And as you can see, these guys are fairly tough. So, you know, everyone doing, what can Maria do? Well, don't attack with her. That's a waste of your time. Because I'll demonstrate it. She only deals 1 damage. It doesn't matter what you do, she'll only deal 1 damage. I just chose to do the maximum amount of damage she can deal. She is useless for dealing physical damage. So don't even bother. It's a waste of your time. But, just so you know, it's something that she can do. There is a situation where it's completely fine to use her melee combo. Unification increases power. Ouch. Well, that sucked. I guess I really shouldn't have shown off what her physical attacks do, because it's a waste of time. Guess we're going to have to revive her. We get level up, but that's not really all important to me right now. We don't have to revive anyone. Right. I can just use an Omega Soul on everyone. Because I'm cheap. No, because I'm wasteful, that's why. Anyway, as we go on, we'll see more and more. But there's a lot of enemies like that, well, I was just basically showing that you don't want to physically attack with Maria because it's a waste of time. And likely to get you killed. Here's a door. Right, this one, I believe we want to go this way first. Yep. I think this is the right way. I hope so. Because we're trying to find stuff. Yeah. This is the right way. It leads to a treasure chest. And a fight. These guys, forbidden. I have no idea what HP 500 does. But, you see, these guys, they're not exactly... They will, at a point, break out of their bonds and counter you for the damage you deal to them. Fortunately, I don't have to worry about it straight away. What we want to do with Maria would be either get on her gear if she had it, or use controls. She has a multitude of abilities. Right now she has Robo Beam and Robo Missile. I'll show off Robo Beam on this guy to try bring him down. And as you may have noticed, she summons her gear into combat. Quite handy. And we got rid of that one. Hopefully Rico can hit hard enough to bring this one down on his own. Not quite. I think Rico may go down. Actually, it may have been better to have Ellie. I don't particularly care. Once we get Maria up a bit, we're not going to have to worry about that so much, because she'll have some certain special abilities that I will... Queen's Rod. That's a rod for Ellie. I haven't used the Aqua Souls in forever. I mean, I have no use for them. They're like... pretty much useless.